What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How you guys feeling? If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Micah. Nice to see you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Right? We're going to be speaking on the Pisces for this reading. Let's see what message you got for the Pisces. Alright, so the first message we have, you only more so, right? So there could be, speaking on self-love, right? You could be focusing on yourself at this moment, right? So make sure that, okay, so when you guys are having self-love, right? Do all the things that you need to do to retain that confidence. I don't know if you guys got through a breakup, or maybe you're just trying to find love, but you're not ready yet. You're probably at this moment or this stage where you're trying to build yourself, because you can't show love unless you have it, right? So make sure that you guys, when you're focusing on yourself, make sure you're developing your character, who you are, and who you want to see in that person, right? So you can be focused on self-love at this moment. You only more so, right? What else do we have for the Pisces? All right, so the next message we have for you guys is trust the universe, right? So this can be indicating on having that trust bond with your connection. A lot of people tell me that, well, I have people that I've worked with in the past that say, oh, they're atheists and things like that. I don't really believe in that, because how's the sky? Now, everybody has to believe, right? No judgment here. But at the end of the day, it's like, how's the sky? How's the sun? Explain to me all of these phenomenal things, you know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, when you're trusting the universe, you got to put all your trust that everything is going to work itself out. Now, this is according to if you're transitioning career choices, or if you're being in a relationship, even if you're working on your self-development skills. These are all things that you can put the universe in trust and allow everything to play out. Even when times get hard, you know that, okay, this is reason for everything, so I'm just going to go along with it, and I'm going to trust the universe that everything's going to work out smoothly in my favor, right? That's just how it works in the end. Might not be in your favor at the moment, but in the end, it works for you, right? Let's see what else for the Pisces. All right, so the next one we have is sharp and shadows, right? So this could be indicating if you guys want to cut something loose out of your life, or you want to stop a bad habit, things like that, right? So when you what you do is you call on obsidian, right? Call on obsidian to help you and assist you regarding cutting things off. This is just indicating, and it's just a sign, a clear confirmation for any of you guys that are thinking about cutting certain people off. Now, granted, I understand family members, if you see them in public, you want to just say, hey, what's up? That's fine. You know, that's keeping mutual respect. I understand you guys probably not like each other, but I do understand when it comes down to family members and things like that, the family is always going to be family, even after they pass, because you're still going to be on the obituary. I get it. You feel me? However, I can encourage you guys to say, okay, look, to be respectful, and to not only be respectful, but have that clean energy where you just don't want to deal with them, but you don't want to hold that grudge at the same time. Just, hey, what's up, da-da-da-da. So, or, hey, what's up, see you guys later, right? So what I'm just trying to say is, if you guys need to cut something out your life, bad habits, things like that, that's making you feel low vibrational, anything of the sort, then yes, you know what I mean? Anything that's making you feel low vibrational. Now, granted, I have to put this in disclaimer, that kids do not count. I say do not matter towards this, but they do not count when it comes down to cutting them off, because they didn't actually be in this world. Unless they're like 18 or whatever, and they're a grown adult, and you've already helped them as much, and they're not giving you that same vibration back, they're actually lowering your vibration, they're not willing to help, then sure, you do your thing, be respectful, as I said, you know, well, you don't do your discrepancy, but I would say, like, you know, high and by, where like, it's like if you bypass the by any chance, right? Just so you're not keeping that grudge holding on your shoulder, right? So it says good farmer, a symbol of diligence and hard worker, right? Now, understand this, disclaimer. You do not need to work hard to get the things you desire, right? You don't. You just have to be consistent. It's not about working hard, it's about being consistent in what you do, right? A lot of people think they got to put in a lot of hours to get where they want to go. And while that might be true in some situations, in most cases, it's not the case. It's actually your personality and how do you think and how you problem solve that really makes or breaks your whole success with life in general, right? But you do need to put in a little bit of work, right? So make sure that you guys, but if you look at a farmer, right? Smart farmer is going to go out there and, like I said, keep up on his crops, so he ain't got to, you know, work extra hard to plant more crops, because at the end of the day, his goal is to provide food or provide resources, provide vegetables. But if the farmer goes out there and doesn't water his plants, doesn't keep up and be consistent, the flowers and all of that will die, or the plants and stuff will die. So make sure that you guys go ahead and consistently work on your craft and your life skills and things like that, so that you don't have to redo it, like how the farmer would have to replant the seeds, right? If the the first batch didn't make it because he failed to be consistent, right? So it's not about really working hard, but I do want to put that in there. But you guys can take it how you take it. I just wanted a disclaimer. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to work hard to get the things that you desire, right? It's about being consistent. It's two different things, right? Because working hard can alter. It depends. Like it could be dependable depending on who says the working hard, and then it's an opinionized statement, you know. God's tree or altar. So it says, Nain Dua is a sacred spot where rituals are performed, erected in front of the house or compound. It is crafted from a tree that has been cut where 3 or more branches come together, right? An altar. An altar is representing the dead or the passed over ancestors, such as your great-great-grandma, things like that. Anybody that came before us, of our loved ones, right? Of our loved tribe. If you guys want to create an altar for them, put the having the picture up. I don't know if you guys ever like felt the spirit, or you guys felt like they was communicating with you. These are through certain realms, and they do happen, right? There's a reason why we have a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of knowledge that's been passed on. The reason why they've been trying to teach us before they went, right? So what I want to tell you guys is, if you guys have like pictures in your house and things like that, make sure you guys are communicating with them. They can't understand you, they can't talk to you, and they can't help you. Even though you don't see the assistance that they're doing, they're working behind closed doors and they're working extremely hard. Now, when you guys create these altars, make sure that you guys, like I said, you know, make a nice little table for them. Even if it's just something simple, just put a little cup of water, whatever, to greet them. Now, when it comes down to where they say branches come together, this is where, I don't know if you guys saw that movie, I think it's called Coco or Color, one of the two, right? It was like this place where, you know, the dead and the alive came together. It was like a grave site, and it was a special day where they worshiped their ancestors, and then it I wouldn't say worship. Well, yeah, you can say worship. It depends. Look, like, use your discrepancy for the words that you are comfortable with. But they anyway, they respected the ancestors and things like that, and then they come together, and that's what it's talking about when it says branches coming together. So when you guys do these things, and you just like if you visit grave sites occasionally, or at least a few times out of the year at least, right? You can communicate with them a lot better because they feel more connected, right? It's like a family member. If you have a cousin that you grew up with, you guys slept together, you guys slept in the same bedroom together, right? Make sure I describe that, right? You guys slept in the same bedroom together, you wear the same clothes and all that. You guys have been like mutually connected, right? More so than a cousin, a far away cousin that you never really talk to. You're a lot less connected. So that's just the connection that you guys should have with your ancestors and things like that, right? Let's see what else for the Pisces. All right, so the next one we have is God never dies, therefore I cannot die, a symbol of God's unimpressed and the perpetual existence of the human spirit. The human spirit does not die. The body, your corpse, might decorporate, or might, what's that word I'm looking for? Might fade away, or, you know, kind of just like stop working, right? Like, but your spirit, that's why if you look at a lot of, say we all bleed the same, but we all don't believe the same things, and we all don't see things differently. We all see things differently, and we all have a different spirit. But we all look the same, and we all bleed the same, right? Red blood, blue blood inside our body, it comes out red. Every human's like that. However, we all think and act differently amongst time. So we got different spirits. So your spirit is what lurks in your body. And your body might depreciate. That's the word I was looking for. But your spirit doesn't. So your spirit would never die, just like God never dies. So just keep that in mind when it comes down to it. And that's why it's important that you guys develop this spiritual awakening. And you guys continue there with a spiritual awakening, because any physical plump on your body, whatever, ain't gonna really do too much. You know what I mean? Alright, so the next one we have for you guys is lessons in blood, right? So you guys could be going through a lot of painful moments at this time, and those painful moments are actually gonna make a lot of lessons in blood, right? A lot of times we get a lot of our wisdom and a lot of our creativity, a lot of our growth from messed up situations, because it teaches us different ways. Like, for an example, you guys know about people that survive car wrecks, shootings, all types of craziness stuff, but they're so like ahead because they're connected more with themselves, because they realize, whoa, like they're so more grateful than regular people, regular folks that ain't been through that stuff, because they're like, I done been through it. I done felt it. I done felt the pain. I'm so happy that I made it out, and they're so grateful. And with that, they move with gratitude, and they're able to enjoy life a lot smoother. Not saying you have to go through stuff to enjoy life, but that's just what it is. So if you guys do go through pain, don't feel like you regret it, because in a sense you're gonna learn from it. And you're gonna go through it. Don't put yourself through pain to seek wisdom. Of course not. But when the doors come, don't get down about it. Understand that it happens to the best of us, and we just got to keep pushing no matter what. So you learn your lessons when you bleed sometimes, right? Again, that doesn't mean you have to go and bleed to learn lessons. It's just saying that don't get discouraged if it happens. Get curious, right? For all my people, my non-believers out there, this is for you. Get curious in anything that you're doing. Don't allow these circumstances to limit your situation. You don't know. My wife and I, we knew each other for 3 years. I went away or went back to my hometown. She was in her hometown, and guess what? By the grace of God, we end up linking up again 3 years later. So what I will say this is, you don't know the situation that could come after. You might look at your prior situation, like your situation at the moment. You might think, oh well, this can't happen, or that can't happen. Let's stop thinking like that, because we never know what can happen. Let's get curious in the fact that, hey, anything's possible. This universe, look at the sky, look at the stars, look at all this. Let's get curious in the things that we would like to get curious in. Granted, it's got to be appropriate, of course, right? Because there's a lot of creeps and all of that out there that's talking about getting curious. We're not talking about that type of curious. I just want to throw that out there for you guys as creeps that's be trying to do some craziness, talk about get curious and all of that. Like, nah, we ain't talking about that type of curious. We talking about curiosity curiosity that doesn't kill the cat, right? The curiosity that improves you, that makes you grow. Such as, oh man, I wonder what working here will be like. Well, I wonder what reading this book will be like. Well, open the page and find out. You know what I mean? Like, have that spiritual being, like a childlike, not a mentality childlike, but a childlike spirituality where, you try new things, even though things don't look all up to date, or sorry, not up to date, but they don't look all like great or whatever. And that's the problem with society. They were chasing shiny things, right? It's like, for example, I thought of this the other day. I said, whoa, what if somebody was to chase gold and I chase rocks? But I took them rocks and I built the house with them. While this person's take the gold and goes buys a house. By the time he gets his house after chasing the gold, I'm already gonna have my house built with rocks. That's the number one priority, right? Him and my food source. So then, by the time his built the house, I'm probably got a few gold pieces lingering around anyway. By that time, I'm just trying to show you guys priorities. People chase gold to sell, to buy a house, but you can chase the things that are not really shiny, but the very educational and the very knowledgeable. Don't follow the trend of, that's what we're not going to go too deep in that. As you guys continue to watch these videos, you're going to see what me talk about more and more. But just don't chase the shiny things just because they're there. Try to look for things that's going to better you and educate you and make you a better person and make you happier, right, in the end of the day. So yeah, get curious with yourself, with your goals. And yourself, I guess. You could, whatever. Use your discretion. You guys know what I'm talking about. Shouldn't have to explain too deep in that. This finish up the reading for the Pisces. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, subscribe only if you enjoyed this video. Specifically, if you want to see more of my content, subscribe, post notification to let you know when exactly I drop a video. And my name is Michael. I have not mentioned Ray. This was a Pisces reading once again. And I will see you guys in the next spiritual video.